NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Rams are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against a Niners front seven that will need to be up to the test.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Peter just kicks
automatically. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Goff on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. Oh, another great move. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They were right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you say.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't care what the size of your hands are. A lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go now. 3,
and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
I was wondering what that
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
What's that shit?
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
Okay, I'm tripping. I'm sitting here looking for a play that's not there. Here we go, Shoujo. Shoujo. That's not what I want to see.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. No, check. Patriot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Oh, thanks for the free first down, buddy.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
I really do appreciate you. I do.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Watching that Arnie.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
God damn.
Tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Seven yards remain now on 3rd down.
All right, now look at 56.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
I had to open up this
deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Case Goff tried to
the
take
defense
off
searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
The ball on this front.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
All
he's
up
going
this
to
one right
lose
there?
yardage here back to the 14-yard
I figure why my lineman was
It's
downfield
a loss
before.
of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Counter you is my call. Got a pulling fullback
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Focus a little bit of man coverage, though.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin,
Oh,
Charles
really? I
Davis
just
with
called
you.
inside
It's the
zone.
49ers in
goodness.
control of the football. They
Not
do,
gonna do
however,
that.
have a tough third and long coming up.
A little dollar here.
shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge.
Everybody's
and
favorite.
that's good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
I know it's taking so long to pick these plays, bro, but it's my first time using this playbook, so. Give me the read.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. The trigger. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
So we do got a gun bunch in here. Got quick pitch. I don't want inside zone split. Give me the dive. Slide can stay. Oh, Z spot off the huddle. They're on that Z spot. Let's go with the pitch.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Playbook, man.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Second and 9. Let's try to stay on target here, bro. Let's get some fucking yards. He's stacking the box.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Boom. Landed.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys are going to take
How does he
over
stick
at the
with 95 speed,
21-yard
bro?
line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. Like 20.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one
I
across
definitely committed
the
on the
35.
power run, not gonna lie.
To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a first down throw. Goff. Right after the turn.
There's Solomon Thomas, buddy.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas.
Missed that first read. That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Number 12 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
3rd and long. It's gone. Incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Come on, Rook.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The 49ers getting set to
let's
trot
get some
out
real
there.
offense going
And this
here,
is
bro.
a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up
Come
yet.
out and run a little bit of what's familiar.
Their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the
Oh, you're
basketball
dying.
world.
I'll take
You're
it.
having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball. What do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Disappointing, my man.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
Really? It bounced that way?
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Another carry now for Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops
Sorry,
free.
58.
Collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll get this
Wormley?
to about the
Oh,
39
he's injured.
here.
It's fucked up.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Sorry, bud.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Oh, he's got a bruise. He'll be back. Don't cut the shit. Tell him to cut the sheets, man.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is.
They've got his man complete. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers.
Never pressed that, man.
Marquise Goodwin, 88 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple
95
fly route,
feet.
wasn't it?
Why are you running into the kicker, bro? Like, you do that every time we
I
play.
just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions,
It's so weird.
9 from the receivers, that meant fly route.
Weirdo
Go.
shit.
Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Good move by Gurley. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high.
Good.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone.
How is that not a
And
sack?
Hit as he releases it. And
How is that not a sack?
Incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun. Gone. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chris Wormley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32.
Offense called the timeout. Fuck was injured on that play.
Here we go now. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Center with a shoulder tear. Rookie center, bro.
Offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go
that,
in
man?
half number 1.
A rookie center tears a fucking shoulder, bro.
Here we go now. Move, line it. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Face mask?
Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Watch it now. Blue, line it. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gold now out
Not a
to
bad
kick
half.
it away.
Well, bad drive, really.
That'll be
Half
taken
kind of
in the
sucked
end zone.
because
And he probably should have
lost
stayed in
the
the end
fucking
zone as
center
he'll muster a
with a
return
shoulder
up to
tear.
only the 14-yard line.
blows, man.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't
That
get
really
it back to the
sucks,
20-yard
bro.
line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, gone. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down,
right
so
tackle,
hang
yep.
on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Fine,
so
though.
instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Fine, you don't even punt me the ball.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Fucking Spencer Long, the guy who gave up 4 sacks in week 1, is back as my starting center.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Oh, well.
And now a timeout.
What you call a timeout for, bro? Like,
play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
What timeout for what?
And they will take a knee here.
Annoying ass losers, bro. Like, if you lose, like,
okay, so
getting out of the half, my guy.
We're going to get right back to it.
Makes no fucking sense.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get... And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers.
Cut it.
A great effort there. 83 yards. And the
Playbook might have some
49ers
potential
add
after
6
all.
to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room.
Hey, go ahead. Run into the kicker, bro. Like, excessive breathing, my guy. Come on now, man. Like, it's just so annoying.
Situation, but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast.
Don't even have fun, bro.
You know, second half,
Weird
no matter
shit.
what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
As if you don't have probably the best kickoff return, man.
Rams, they'll have it
You want to
first
keep
here to begin
handicapping
the
yourself.
third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play that time for the Rams.
Of course you hurry up, and now you're going to fucking throw a pick.
57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Dude, it's funny.
Second down following the run. Again, they run with Gurley. And they'll lose a yard that
Bob
time.
Buckner's out there on that weak side, boy.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success
Buckner's
getting
out there
things
on the
going.
weak
I think for the
side,
offensive
boy.
coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they
Congrats,
have
bud.
no
You got on the
room
board.
to breathe. And Zerline's kick is
Avoided a
good.
shutout.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points.
All you got to do is get a couple
And now
more
you
prayers.
put the pressure on your
You know, just
defense.
throw
You
the ball
didn't
deep to
particularly
your wide
play all
receiver.
that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step
have
it
a
up
shot.
here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Let's go. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I've always wanted to try this power G play, though. Really always wanted to try this play.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on
Superstar
2nd
dead.
down.
God out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the
First down,
32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Not bad.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
You got an 0-1 trap in here. What's that? A counter.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Back nine and out, Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
The play clock's running down. Garoppolo now. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone,
this is
go
the,
to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And incomplete
mad,
there,
real
almost
mad.
picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Run this counter. Let's see what this is like. Let's see what some of these plays do, man. He's a nickel.
Green 39. Green 39.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're outside there. That's good. Got a full vertical. Let's call the screen. I could call one trap, but let's call the screen. Let's see what it looks like. Push come to shove, we'll just go to the 4 verts. Show us an audible.
Here we go now.
We're going with the 4 verts here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the
Now
first.
we can run this 0-1 trap.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen Michael. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Definitely take the inside zone and spread out too wide there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Nowhere to go. He lost the
Aaron Donald got me.
And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Final minute now of the third quarter. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Going deep here for Watkins.
So that was your game plan, to just streak Watkins and pray? Okay.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it.
Very
what people
cool,
call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. The Rams on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And now a first down following that long gain. Gurley again here on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Here's Goff now on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun, here's Goff. Steps away to his left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal here from the 2.
Orange.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
They're going to give him that.
Tavon Austin.
175 pounds is going to bowl over 100 pounds.
Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Okay.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical
buddy.
runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms.
That's what you know this is a video game and not
people,
football, bro.
Power his way forward.
All right, son.
The kickoff unit is out
Congrats,
on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Garoppolo. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So now a 1st and 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Put you in that little vanilla bullshit, boy. Yes, sir.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Let's go. Leopard. Back there in Philly. Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very
good.
good.
The whole reason I chose this playbook is this
here
one
it's
play
3rd
right
and
here.
2. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
The entire reason I chose this playbook.
So the run moves
Just
the
to run
chains,
that
and here we
play.
go on
I
1st down.
only go with it one time. That's funny.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. And the back goes into motion. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th. Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail.
Oh, well.
But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Cool story, bro.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop
Step
it as
out
the
there, man.
clock continues to roll.
Nothing good happens out of
That's
here,
number
brother.
4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Oh, don't tell me Solomon Thomas got injured on that play, bro. Okay. The reason he's not in none of that, what's the name, that set. Okay.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
What happens when you take away the Sammy Watkins read?
In there to sack him for a loss of 6. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
If you call a timeout here, bro, and get my fucking
opportunity
to do
Most
this.
of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
GG, bud.
The Niners on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Oh wow, no Brown, 6 catches for $1. Nice.